Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning into Fun Sparkle Drama. I am your host, Nico Cervantes. We have an awesome show for you today. We have Miss Whitney Claire Kaufman in the house. She is the star of Concert Disney. She's been on Modern Family, and she was in Mamma Mia, the tour. But first, unfortunately, I have to, with much regret, Nina is not with us today. We fired her. No, we didn't fire her. That bitch is in Hawaii. So, to take her place, I have Miss Deja Re, our very, very first guest of the Fun Sparkle Drama Show. Miss Deja Re, everyone.
Yay.
So you're replacing her. Okay.
Wonderful.
She sent me a text. I was like getting ready to come to the studios today, and she sent me a text saying, that bitch better not think that she's taking my spot. So.
I don't think that.
Did she text you?
She didn't.
Oh.
She hasn't. She's probably nervous.
Yeah, she should be.
She knows better.
How are you, honey? You look amazing.
I'm good. Thank you, darling. Thank you.
Thank you for like coming in and saving our ass. 'Cause you know Miss Nina, she's on the beach.
I sleep in Mai Tais, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Honey.
Sipping more than that.
Okay.
No, she's there with Diego, her son.
Oh, I heard Diego.
Yes,
you know, I would teach him dance.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was one of my students. That's how Nina and I know each other.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
He's a little nugget.
He's adorable.
He's so cute. Well, anyway, so they're supposed to go on this trip together. And, you know, she loves to like go on vacations with Diego. She wants to create experiences for him.
Right.
So she texts me, like, call me, you know, she's bored in Hawaii. It's only an island. You can't go very far.
Right.
So I answer my phone, and she's there, and she's talking to me, and she goes, yeah. She goes, so I'm dropping Diego off at Kids Club from 9 to 2 tomorrow.
It's all day.
Yeah, all day. I'm all, isn't this a trip for you guys to
Right,
bond? But
right.
I didn't say anything, because God forbid, you know, with Nina, you don't want to open up that can of worms.
Exactly.
Anyway, enough about Nina. We can't gossip about her. I took my first Zumba class today.
Did you love it or did you love it?
I loved it.
It's like a love-hate thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was weird for me, and I don't know if you feel this way, but for me, like as a dancer, I was always like on the upbeat or the
Right,
downbeat, and it's
right.
kind of in between beat.
Yeah. No, totally. Yeah, and it's very free-spirited dancing.
Yes. It is very free-spirited. So I was having problems because, you know, I come from a very structured dance background. I know it doesn't look like it now, but 10 years ago when I did dance, I was someone that you come in, you respected your instructor, you didn't talk, like it was
Right.
structured.
Yeah.
And so going into this, and I don't really do group exercises. Going into this, I was kind of like, okay, like people were chatting, they
Yeah.
were, you know, they were having fun, and I was just like, this is weird for me.
Nonchalant, right.
So anyway, the class is filled with some older people.
Yeah.
And those bitches were working it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
I couldn't keep up.
Yeah. They
Oh.
go home and practice. It's not enough for them.
Yeah.
The warm up is I'm like, ooh, girl.
Yes,
The warm up
honey.
gets you. The
Yes.
warm up gets you. Yeah.
It totally gets you. And and I've been sitting there and I'm doing my thing and I want to do everything perfectly because
Yeah.
that's my shtick,
Right.
my deal.
Yeah.
And they're just like dancing circles around me.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know, I showed up with a little bit of ego. Oh, I could do this. I dance, whatever.
Yeah.
I was huffing and puffing.
Right. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
tough.
The house down.
It's the house down boots.
Anyway, so what has Miss Deja been up to?
She's, keeping busy. She's, taking a tour and, performing all over Santa Barbara. And it's great to be back. I believe on my first show back, I
just
just
got back
moved
from
back
Vegas.
here. Yeah. Just got back from Vegas. So I'm transitioning back into Santa Barbara and teaching and doing all that fun stuff. I'm at Wildcat every Sunday night.
Yes, so
and
tell the children where they can see you.
every Sunday night at
Every
Wildcat.
Sunday, which is Sunday. Wildcat is our alternative bar. We can't really
Alternative.
call it. We can't call it a gay bar, right?
No, it's because you're right. You're right.
So
it is the best gay night
yeah,
in Santa Barbara, and Wildcat is actually the best dance club. And
Yes.
best Santa Barbara's
it's-
best list.
yeah, absolutely. It's
Yeah.
fun. I mean, we've had some stories there, honey. Everyone does.
Cocktails are great.
Exactly. My last
dancers are
time,
great.
I don't know how I got into the Uber. I was like,
Yeah, thank God for Uber. It's
totally
amazing.
See, but so I'm a little older than you.
Just a tinge.
Yeah. So now, as like I turned 30, I realized that like there's that moment where you realize I have to go home.
Right.
You know, like where you're like a little bit drunk, you've had a lot to drink.
Yeah.
And before, when I was like in my 20s, I'd be like, whoa, this is just getting started,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Who cares if the club lights
But
come
you
on?
do get that, and the smoke and the
Right,
everything else
exactly.
that comes in there. You do get that little voice inside your head that's like, okay,
Time to go.
and scene.
Right, right, exactly.
So anyway,
Yeah.
Girl, we've got a Miss Celebrity up in here tonight.
I'm excited. I wear my Disney red.
Yes. Without further ado, let me welcome the star of Disney in Concert, She was also in Mamma Mia and Modern Family. Please welcome Miss Whitney Claire Kaufman.
Hello.
Yes.
Thank you, Nico. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so happy to be here, and I have a little something for you.
What?
Now
you can't be giving me gifts.
I
Your
can.
presence is a gift here.
You're very sweet, and I'm so honored. It's just a little something.
Can I open it?
You can
like
open
here?
it
Now?
Although it's not going to hold a candle to what you're wearing at this moment.
Oh, is that a hint?
It might be a hint.
Okay.
It's a little thing.
Oh, it's a brooch.
Isn't that
I love it.
I just love how you always have a brooch on, and so I was like, I'm going to bring him a little brooch.
Well, yeah, so thank you. I love this. It's a little hummingbird. I don't know if you can see it. I love brooches, and it started off with me. I had one, and I started wearing it all the time. And then, it covers my heart. So I feel naked every time I don't have one. And then, of course, they keep getting bigger and bigger. Like, by next season, they're going to be...
I love it. I know. And every time I've seen you, you've had one. You're welcome.
Thank you, honey.
You're so welcome.
Is amazing. And I love it. And I'm going to wear it. But probably maybe not in the show because it's a little small.
I know. You need like a big brooch
Yeah.
for this.
It's television, honey.
To match the personality.
Even it's public access. Bitch, it's still television.
Yeah, right. I mean, look at this place.
Oh.
It's gorgeous. I wish my living room looked like this.
Thank you. Well, you can live in. You can live here.
We'll
have you on every show.
Amazing.
So tell me about Mamma Mia.
Well, it is a global smash hit based on the songs of ABBA, as you know. And I was lucky enough to tour for 2.5 years, North America. So we went mostly Canada and the US. I wasn't there, but they did go to Mexico.
Ooh.
And we were in a different city every week, sometimes 2 to 3 weeks. And we did 8 shows a week. And we got to see the world doing this really fun, flashy musical. So.
And what part did you play in Mamma Mia?
I was in the ensemble, then I understudied 2 of the principal parts. So if one of the leads went down, have you seen it? Do you know
Yeah,
what
of
Mamma
course,
Mia is?
of course.
So Sophie, the daughter,
Yeah.
I covered that part. So if she was sick or on vacation, I would play that part, and then otherwise I was in the ensemble doing whatever.
Now, how many times did you get to play that part? Because I've got a friend on Broadway right now, too, and she's just waiting for that lead. She's understudying the lead and waiting for her to drop dead,
What's that Showgirls? You throw beads on the floor.
Yeah, totally.
When you're touring, you go on a lot more because it's a harder lifestyle. So like people that are living in New York, they have their lives and they go to the theater and they do their show and they go home. But when you're traveling and living in different hotels and different climates and stuff, illness is a little bit more common. So I got to go on a lot, actually.
Awesome.
And it was really fun because it wasn't a responsibility all the time. But then once in a while I got to be queen for a day.
Right.
No pun.
So out of all the places that you visited, what was your favorite place?
On that show, I like DC. We had a lot of fun in DC. We were there 3 weeks, so it felt like a long, nice break from travel.
Yeah.
And it was during 4th of July, so it was kind of amazing. Yeah, the fireworks over the Washington Monument, and we were in this old historic theater, so it was fun. It's a really cool city. There's a lot going on there.
I love DC.
Yeah.
I love a scandal.
Yeah, right.
This was pre-scandal, but now
There
if I
you
went,
go.
I'd be looking around. I'm like,
Right.
where's Olivia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So yeah.
Tell us a little bit about being away from your family for that, because you did it for 2 years.
I did 2.5.
2.5
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
Sorry.
Don't forget the half.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Halves are really important.
It was a time in my life where I was 22. I just graduated college the year before, and I was ready to kind of be away and have an adventure. And being a part of a company like that, the company managers take great care of you. And I really didn't feel like I was on my own, but it was nice to be an adult out in the world and living my dream and making money and traveling. And so it was kind of great. And my family were very close, so they would come and see me all the time. And I'm an only child. So.
Yeah. Oh, you are.
How did you not know?
I know. It makes sense. No, you're not a very... No.
There's
No,
almost a
Tino
little bit
shade.
shade.
No,
Just
Tino
a little
shade.
bit.
I'm not ready for this.
No, you don't come across to me as an only child because I think sometimes only children are super selfish. I guess that's you're very giving. You're
thank
bringing
you.
me gifts and being beautiful and
That's just flattery.
yeah.
That's just flattery. No, I think my parents were, I don't know, they always made it very important to be a good person, an honest, giving person. And though I definitely was spoiled in certain ways, just by the nature of being the only child,
Yeah.
I think that's a given. They were just great people, and so thank you for saying that. I'll have to have them watch the show.
Tell everyone now.
and
You could just cut down that sound clip and just keep playing it.
Exactly.
Give me the ringer on the phone.
yeah, I like that.
Yeah, right. So anyway, tell me also how you got started in theater and singing. When was the first time you performed?
Well, I was always interested in it because my parents were involved in the industry as well. My mom was a dancer and my dad's a symphony conductor. And so, I was sort of exposed to it a lot, which I think kind of built up my interest in it. But then doing little plays and stuff growing up, community theater and whatnot. And then I went on and got a degree in theater performance at Chapman University in Orange County, California.
Oh, look at you, yes.
Theater of, now they call it the School of Performing Arts, but it was something different then. And my first professional job where I got a paycheck was Annie Get Your Gun at the Fullerton Civic Light Opera.
Oh, I love the Fullerton Civic Light Opera.
I think they might be gone now.
I know.
It's at that beautiful theater.
Yeah.
So that was my first job, and it was like $500 for, 3 months. Wow. And it was like, I didn't care.
Hey, yeah, I know. Definitely.
And then I also did a children's theater company at that time, which was like going to schools and doing 45-minute versions of the classics.
Isn't that fun?
So fun.
Yeah, I used to do that with dance.
Yeah, right? And like you show up at 7 a.m. and you kind of hate your life, but then it's nice because the kids really love it. And so that was what I did, like my first ever professional stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take a little break.
Okay.
And when we get back, please don't go anywhere, because when we get back, Whitney's going to tell us all about being the star of Disney in Concert. Concert Disney. Did I say that right?
Disney in Concert.
Disney in Concert.
Yes.
Good. I'm right.
Yes.
And we're also going to hear her perform later. So see her and hear her perform. So don't go anywhere. I will see you when you get back. Bella Vista Designs is Southern California's premier audio and visual company, specializing in decorative lighting, draping, and sound for your upcoming wedding or event. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Nico Cervantes, and this is Fun Sparkle Drama. We are sitting down and talking with Miss Whitney Claire Kaufman. And hi, Whitney.
Hi, it's me. And Miss Deja Re, everybody.
Sorry, I know.
Oh, hi.
And Miss Deja Re is here replacing Nina, who is in Hawaii, drinking Mai Tais, sipping Mai Tais. And
we were not offered Mai Tais, I want the world to know.
And laying with beautiful men. That's what I just imagined.
Right.
Yeah.
Laying beautiful men?
No,
that's what I heard.
Well,
probably.
Laying with beautiful men.
Wouldn't put it past that one.
Yeah, I know, right?
No,
she likes to live. She lives her life.
Yeah, she does.
It's really great because you are so beautiful.
Oh, thank you,
to
darling.
Me. And I actually, it reminded me of a story from college where I believe that I was mistaken for a drag queen once, which is a total honor. But I had done myself up and I had like a big red lip on and a bunch of eye makeup and teased my hair up and dance at one of the gay clubs in LA. Called Tiger Heat.
Yes.
You know about Tiger Heat?
I know about Tiger Heat.
And it was 18 and up, so I was under 21 and my friends and
I
would go. And the lights came on. This goes back to what you were saying before. Now we have a moment where we go, oh no, I need to get out of here before the lights come on.
Yes.
And the lights came on and my makeup was just running down my face.
Oh my
The only thing left was like my lip liner. And I'm flat as a pancake. And so a boy came up to me, and I'm not kidding, looked me right in the face and goes, you look beautiful. And the way he said it, I thought, he thinks I'm a boy. He might think I'm a boy.
A boy trying to be a girl.
Yes, because I looked like I had caked the makeup on and like it was meant to be there, you know?
Right. That you were a drag queen.
Yeah, he thought I was a drag queen. So that's my drag queen story.
I love that. I love that story. It happens to me all the time.
How do you deal with that? Oh my God.
I know. Well, I think you're a beautiful drag queen.
Thank you.
I do too.
Thank you, guys. I work really hard.
You know what? When you're a performing artist, performance artist anyway, it's like, it's drag.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's what it is. It's you put it's artistry. It's performance.
Absolutely.
You dress up. You put all the makeup on. I mean, that's what drag is.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you were basically in drag doing Mamma Mia.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I saw photos. It did look like drag.
Yeah, it was a bright show. Bright and sparkly.
Yeah. I want to talk about Disney in Concert. Mm-hmm. So you are the star of Disney in Concert.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
I'm one of the 4 singers. We have 2 guys and 2 girls.
Wow.
And what we do is we travel to different symphony orchestras around the world. We've been all over the world, and we perform 2 different concerts, depending on what they book, of all the jams, as my husband likes to say, all the Disney jams. And there's a big screen over the orchestra that shows clips of the films and artwork and things like that. And so we sort of bring it to life orchestrally.
Wow.
And
I love it.
It's really special. It's really fun. And I think it's great for a lot of people if they haven't been to a symphony show.
Yeah.
To, parents see, oh, Disney, let's take the kids. And so then they get exposed to that
Definitely
amazing world of live music. and it's a blast. I mean, who doesn't love Disney?
Yeah.
So
Everyone
what
does.
songs do you sing? What are your songs?
My songs are, I sing Colors of the Wind.
Oh.
And
Love Pocahontas.
I do too. I really, I love Ariel. Little Mermaid is my favorite thing. But where my voice is, I'm the lower female singer, and so I don't get to sing Little Mermaid, sadly, which is why I was so excited to do it today. But that's not here nor there.
Yeah.
So I sing Pocahontas and Beauty and the Beast duet and Let It Go and stuff from Tangled. And there's a lot of group numbers, too. Wow. The four of us all sing together, but those are kind of my big solos. And Reflection from Mulan, which I adore. I love that song.
Remember when Christina just blew it out of the ballpark with Reflections? I don't know if everyone remembers that, but she
did.
She was amazing. That was like her first, that was one of her first singles.
It was.
Reflections before Genie in a Bottle.
Was it before that?
Yeah, it was before Genie in a Bottle. It was Disney Channel.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It was like right after Disney Channel.
Yeah, I liked that song okay, and then once I had to sing it for the show with a full orchestra and everything,
I'm sure it's
wonderful. And the lyrics are great. I mean, we've all asked ourselves those questions. Not to get so deep about it.
Right.
Yeah.
But, when will my reflection show?
Yeah.
Who I am. Inside.
I think it's so interesting. Right? Inside. I think it's really interesting to see how the Disney princesses have evolved. And I do want to bring up Frozen because it's such a huge success and everyone's still freaking out about Frozen.
Yeah.
Frozen 2's coming out.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Frozen
Lord.
2's coming out.
Like, we're never getting away from Frozen.
No, it's over.
And you sing Let It Go.
I do.
Why do you think Frozen is such a success?
Well, I mean, it's a great story, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah. I think that this whole storyline about the two sisters and about it being about that kind of love and not just the romantic Prince Charming love is kind of cool and new and different and needed.
Yes, absolutely.
The music is fantastic. It's going to be a Broadway musical too, I'm sure, before too long because the music is just primed for that.
Yeah.
But also the age that we're in with all of the media and the social media and the constant inundation of Frozen, 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 Frozen. When we were kids, I don't think that really happened as much because the internet didn't exist. So I want to say,
it did.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah, yeah. Deja, you're not going to be asked back. No.
I think that's part of it, and I think that without it being a great story and without it being a great movie, it wouldn't be the hit that it is. But I think it helps that people have access to the content all the time.
Yeah, and I love that Elsa is like such a strong and powerful character who is independent, and I mean, how great to have for boys or girls. You to have that kind of role model is awesome.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, she's so beautiful too.
Yeah.
Just the way they animated her with that dress. Oh,
I love her hair flip. What's the line?
Cold never bothered me.
Yes,
I had never singing in front of this one. No. That wasn't me singing.
I was actually going to ask you: have we seen on the drag scene any Elsas yet, or like takes on that?
No, there has been some Ursula. I believe you were an Ursula, right? You at one point in your drag career.
Yes,
you were,
yes. I was Ursula for Halloween.
It was an
I
Ursula,
love it.
And I made my assistant dress up as Ariel.
I love it. I was a Mulan at one point.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think any else is. Yeah, I'm working on it. I found this really cool "Let It Go" remix.
I think Mimi first does an Elsa.
Yes.
I think she did on like the drag cruise thing.
Right. That's great.
And but obviously a very comedic version of it.
Right.
And I think, there was that queen that did Elsa. Sorry. And she had these dancers and they sprayed
like snow?
Yes, they wore black and they stood behind her, and every time she moved her arm, they would spray the snow.
Oh, I love that.
That's awesome.
I love that.
It was incredible. Yeah.
You're right.
YouTube
It was like an Asian thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I saw it was like a Japanese. And then
like
she
pageant.
runs up the stairs.
Yeah.
And you
she
have
does
to know
all
that Disney probably is like, whoa, that's our material. But then they go,
it's comedy.
Great. Yeah,
right.
Go ahead.
Right. Yeah.
That's great.
So I want to talk a little bit about, being an actress, being a singer, and all of that entails. Like, there's some challenging moments, right? Like, it's scary.
Oh yeah.
So tell us a little bit, like, what is a challenge that you face? I mean,
Well, I mean, it's very well known that artists are always wondering where their next job is going to come from. And no matter how much you hustle and how hard you work and how great your team is, whether it's your agents or your friends, your family, the classes you're taking, there are times when you aren't working and you're thinking, am I done? Like, am I never going to work again?
Right.
And you know, you find your own ways of moving past that because you love doing it so much. And I think for me, it was just being able to realize that there's more to life, than being on stage or singing. I mean, it's my passion and it's definitely a driving force for me, but my family, my friends, my health, things like that sort of you start to realize that that's what's really worth losing sleep over, and that the work will come. It always does. And I think the older I've gotten, the more I've worked consistently, you realize that it will come. The work will always come. And so that's probably the biggest challenge, I think, is learning how to overcome that fear.
Nice.
And but that's what it really takes. It takes those like cojones in a sense.
Totally.
You know what I mean? To like step back and just kind of surrender.
Oh, absolutely. Because you can, and this is with anything in life, you can hold on to things. I want this so bad. But as soon as you kind of just like, you know what? It comes to you.
Let it go.
Yeah, let it
go. I'm not going to sing it. Like, yes. No, it's true. It's very true.
So you were also in Modern Family.
I did. Yes, I did.
Which was one of my favorite shows. Yeah. How was that? Tell us about your experience.
It was fun. It was the first season, so it was right when it was, I mean, it's still a huge hit.
Yeah.
But when everyone was like losing their minds for Modern Family. And it was the last episode of the first season. And it was a small part, but it was still like...
the finale.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
And it was the episode, if you remember, where Phil gets an iPad for his birthday.
Yes.
Right. So what I did, I was at a mini golf course, and I was working there, and my scene was with Ty Burrell.
Oh.
So that was kind of neat.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Wandered in the makeup trailer first thing in the morning. It was really early, and he's sitting there, you know, half asleep, and they're like, "Hey, Ty, this is Whitney. She's the blah blah blah," and he just goes, "Hey." Yeah. And then, you know, wakes up and gets out of the chair and is really sweet and everything. But being on a show like that it's super fun because it's so special when it's a hit and everyone's excited to be working there.
Right.
Yeah.
What was your audition process for that? I'm just curious. Like,
what did I do? This was a while ago. My agent got me an audition and sent me the script, the sides that I had to read, and it was a couple lines. And so then I went in for the casting director, who then liked enough what I did on tape to send me to producers, which then you go and you read. Sometimes you don't actually go back in. They just look at your tape, and they select you from tape for smaller parts. Yeah. But I actually went back in, and then they were all sitting there. And this is for 3 or 4 lines. So this is how much care they take with that show and
so
all of their casting.
All the actors were there too?
Oh, no.
Sorry. All the producers and everything.
Yeah, the producers, the director of the episode, the casting director. And I'm one of those people that once I get a callback, I'm not nervous at all. I feel great because I know I'm wanted a little bit. And so I went in there. I was like, this is fun. You know, if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't.
Yeah.
But it's that getting over that hump of like nerves at all. So that it was fun because I went in. I was like, Modern Family.
Right.
Yeah.
Here I am. Modern
Definitely.
Family.
No, I mean, it's huge. It's still huge.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So you're married now.
I am.
Tell me about your hubby. I know personally. Tell the children about your hubby.
Oh, my
he's
hubby.
Really cute.
Thank you. Thank you. His name is Nick.
Yes.
Not unlike Nico.
Yes.
Nico's my husband.
And he's got a really great ass.
Oh my gosh.
He is going to love watching
I told him that. I was like, turn around.
Oh, yeah. No, he does. He has a really cute butt and a cute face and a cute heart.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy. And I've known him a long, long time. We dated in high school.
Wow.
And then broke up for like 3 years.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. That we dated in high school or that we broke up for 3 years?
Both.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a crazy story. We were high school sweethearts. Different high schools. Doesn't really matter. And then we went to college, and college happened, and we broke up, and didn't even have any contact for like 3 years.
Wow.
And then I was on the road with Mamma Mia, and we were going through Spokane, Washington, which is where I knew he went to school. And I didn't know if he was still there, but I like sent him an email. Because I was, hot shit. I'm on Mamma Mia. I'm on this national tour. I'm going to say what up.
Did you feel like there was something still that was unfinished business, kind of?
I didn't, because I had actually just been through a breakup. So I was sort of like, it was all just for curiosity's sake. But the timing was interesting because of that. Because then I was sort of like, just ready to see him again.
Right.
And he had a girlfriend at the time.
Oh.
Wow.
And so that happened. But we reconnected.
Yeah.
And I was still on the road, so it was sort of like, I'm going to be long distance, and we'll just see how it goes. And it worked out. And here we are.
And he's supportive of your career, obviously.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he...
That's hard. In relationships.
You think it would be.
Yeah.
I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky because he's always, whenever I get a contract for something out of town, especially if it's somewhere cool, like I went to Seoul, South Korea last year.
Oh.
Wow.
Which was so great city. And that's somewhere he would like to go, but he couldn't because of work. And he does tag along sometimes if we can make it work out.
Nice.
But instead of being like, he's always so excited for me and supportive, and you know, I'm just really lucky that way.
What's the longest you guys have been apart?
Not since I was with Mamma Mia, and it was like 2 months.
Wow.
Now the longest, most recently, is maybe a couple weeks.
Oh, okay.
But you know, he understands that it's just kind of what I have to do in order to continue with my career, and it's not going to be forever. And now that we have FaceTime and all that, it's so much easier.
Right? Totally.
Yeah.
That modern technology.
It really, even just for a few minutes, be like, hey, how you doing? Good, you? Okay, great. Just to see your face makes such a difference.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's awesome, and he's a lover of the arts, even though he isn't in the industry himself, which is kind of better, I think.
Oh, definitely.
I've dated musicians and I've dated actors, and it's not as easy.
I mean, let's be honest. Like, to be somebody that's a performer, you've got to be somewhat narcissistic, right?
What?
I mean,
not I.
oh, please.
No.
But you do. I mean, it's a selfishness that you've got to.
Yes.
It's that drive.
Yeah.
Right.
That drive that you have
Hunger.
there. Yes.
It's a hunger.
It's a hunger where it's like, unfortunately, you do have to push some things aside to get there.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's amazing to find someone that supports that.
It is, and I'm grateful every day. I really am.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So anyway, what performance? Because you're now an actress.
Yes.
And what stage performance or movie performance that is like your all-time favorite? Like,
Oh gosh.
with an actor or an actress, somebody that just blew your mind.
I mean, this is going to sound really contrived, but Dustin Hoffman in Tootsie.
Oh yeah.
Because he transformed.
Right.
And at the same time, you know, didn't make it a farce and didn't make it this, I mean, it was a silly movie, but, or even a Mrs. Doubtfire, you know, Robin Williams, like those kind of things where people can really just lose themselves, but still maintain that kind of heart where the performance comes through and it's relatable and it's not just like a shell.
Yeah.
So my performances like that.
Definitely.
Like that have really been my favorite.
When I watched Dreamgirls for the first time and I saw Jennifer Hudson, you know, sing, and that song that she sings, you know, it's so different because in the musical she sings into a mirror. You know, having him right in front of her, you know, and her expressing her emotion that way, it was like it really affected me. Like, I remember sitting in the audience being like, holy shit.
Yeah.
That was
like,
so good. I know.
You know, like, this is a heavy, you know, it was, those are heavy words to say to someone. So what is next? What is next for Whitney?
Well, I'm continuing with Disney in concert. I've got my next booking at the end of April in Milwaukee.
Oh.
And then I go to Connecticut and Pittsburgh. And as I said before, my dad's a symphony conductor. And so we're doing a show together.
Oh, how exciting.
At the end of July. Yeah, he does a lot of film music. And so we've put together shows in the past. And this one is all music from films that are Westerns.
Awesome.
So Oklahoma, for me, Oklahoma, Annie Get Your Gun, Calamity Jane. I'm going to sing some songs from that. And he's going to conduct other music. So I'm really excited about that. It's fun to work with him. And otherwise, for the locals, I sing at Dargan's on Thursday nights with an Irish band.
If you're in Santa Barbara, you've got to check it out.
Yeah, 6:30 to 8:30. It's super casual, no tickets. You just come in, have a Guinness, and listen to some Irish tunes and hang out with me.
Yay.
So you never stop. I mean, like, literally, like,
the life of an artist.
You're like traveling. You're traveling all over, and then you come back and you sing at Target.
It's the Whitney tour.
I got to though. You know, it's
keeps you grounded.
I get bored.
Yeah.
I need to be working on stuff, and especially,
I'm the same way.
you know,
Yeah.
you know, and it's not a need to be busy because I think a lot of people are like, I got to be busy or
Yeah.
I'm not worth anything. It's that it's fun, and like today, I was telling you, I'm so happy to be here and do this with you because it's creative and fun and different and. So that's why I feel like you may think I'm never stopping because there are things to do.
Right.
Yes, there is things to do.
Exactly.
And you know what's next that you have to do?
What?
Is sing for me.
Okay.
You got to sing for me.
I'm ready.
And you are singing one of my favorite songs from my favorite Disney movie ever.
Right.
Which is Part of Your World from Little Mermaid.
That's right.
And that's why it was Ursula. So
Right.
we might have to reenact this, Whitney, like for Halloween this year. You might have to go as Ariel and I might have to go.
So about it, you don't even know.
No, I'm going to be Ursula and...
Well, I'm Sebastian Ready, honey.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
you
Okay. Oh, you are. I know. Get those claws ready, girl.
Exactly.
So, without further ado, please, everyone, give a big round of applause for Miss Whitney Claire Kaufman.
Just don't see how a world that makes such wonderful things could be bad. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here you'd think, sure, she's got everything. I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's-its and what's-its galore. You want thingamabobs? I've got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I want to be where the people are. I want to see 'em dancing, walking around on those, what do you call 'em? Oh, feet. Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling along down the, what's that word again? Street. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world. What would I give if I could live out of these waters? What would I pay to spend a day warm on the sand? Bet you on land they understand that they don't reprimand their daughters. Bright young women, sick of swimming, ready to stand and ready to know what the people know. Ask them my questions and get some answers. What's a fire and why does it, what's the word? Burn. When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love to explore that shore up above, out of the sea. Wish I could be part of that world.
Thank you, Whitney, for being with us today. And you make sure you catch a new Fun Sparkle drama every other Friday here on TVSB.
And thank you, Ms. Deja Re, my gorgeous co-host,
welcome,
my
darling.
sub for Nina. Bye, Nina. No, we love her. Anyway, thank you so much. If you're watching this via YouTube, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, Fun Sparkle Drama. Also, you can follow us on Twitter, Fun Sparkle Drama, and Instagram, Fun Sparkle Drama.
What's the name of the show?
Yeah, Fun Sparkle Drama, bitch. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful evening. Mwah!